Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about for loop in C programming. First we will see the syntax of for loop, then we will understand the working of for loop, and then we will see the practical implementation of for loop. Now let us see what is for loop in C programming. So for loop in C programming is used to iterate the code written inside the loop several times until the condition is false. So the code written inside the loop for loop will be executed until the condition is false. Now let us see the syntax of for loop. So in looping statement we have three things to be declared. So first one is initial value, condition, and then the increment or decrement statement. Now for loop, uh, in while and do while loop, we declare these three things outside the separately, but in for loop we will declare it inside this bracket only. So the syntax is, first we need to write for keyword, then we need to write the initial value first, followed by semicolon. So initial value is the starting value of this for loop, so that is declared here. Then, and this initial value is executed only once. Then comes the condition. So according to the condition, if the condition is true, this code written inside this curly brackets will be executed, and if the condition is false, the loop will exit. So we'll come out of the loop. Then increment or decrement statement. So this is decided based on the changes you want to make in the initial value, so that this for loop will be executed. So you don't need to write the semicolon after the increment or decrement statement. So this is the for syntax of for loop. In this, the initial value will be executed only once. The condition will be checked every time, and the increment or decrement statement will be executed after every iteration. So at the end of every iteration, this will be executed. So this is how for loop works in C programming. Now let us see the practical implementation of for loop. Let us see the practical implementation of for loop. So I have created a file here with the name for loop example.c. We have included the standard input output library, and we will write a program to print the numbers from 1 to 50 using for loop. So I have written a main method here. Inside this main method we will write the for loop. So we got the suggestion, but we want to write the for loop without the suggestion. So we'll write a for keyword here. Then inside this circle brackets we'll write the three things that we need to execute the for loop. So basically the three things are, we'll write that in comment, sorry. Okay, this is the multi-line comment. So first one is initial value, second one is the condition, and third one is the increment or decrement statement. So we need to declare these three things inside this bracket. So let us, in our program we need to print the numbers from 1 to 50. So the starting point is obviously the 1. So the initial value for this for loop will be 1, and the one number 1 is integer, so we'll write integer I equal to 1. Now after the initial value, we we should give the semicolon. So we'll write the semicolon, then comes the condition. Now the condition is that we want to print the number less than or equal to 50. We need to print from 1 to 50, and if the number goes if the number is greater than 50, then we don't want to print them. So the condition would be I less than equal to 50. This condition is like if the number is less than or equal to 50, then only we want to print. So this is the condition, and we will give the semicolon after the condition. So we need to give the semicolon after the initial value as well as after the condition. Now the third thing is the increment or decrement statement. So in our question we are going to print from 1 to 50. That's in the forward direction. So we need to use the increment statement, and that is I plus plus. Now this I plus plus is same as, we can say, I plus plus is same as I equal to I plus 1. So whenever the condition is true, this for loop will be executed, and the code, will write the code here. So code here inside the for loop will be executed. Now we just want to print the numbers, so we'll write the printf statement, and we want to print this numbers I 1 to 50. So we want to print this I variable, and the I variable is integer, so we need to write the format specifier percentage %d, comma, we need to give the variable, so that's I. Here first we will get integer I equal to 1, so I is less than 50, so this condition is true, and the printf statement written here will be executed. Then the I will be incremented to I plus 1, that's 2. So next time the value of 2 I is 2, and 2 is less than 50, so again this condition is true, and this printf statement will be executed. And after that again the increment statement will increase the value of I from 2 to 3, so this will go till 50, and when 50 we get I equal to 50, so I less than equal to 50 condition is true, and printf statement will print the value. Now the next time the 50 will be incremented to 51, so when when the value 51 comes here, so the condition is false because 51 is greater than 50, and we will break out of this loop. So let us save this program and run this. So you can see we got the output, but let us write here new line so that each and every value will be printed in new line. So you can write this slash n to print the values in new line. Save the program and run. So you can see here we got the value from 1 to 50. Now let us see another example. Just modify the example from the first program we have created. So just print the numbers from 1 to 50 only, but with the gap of 6. That means the output should be like this: 1 comma 7 comma 13 comma 19, and so on. till 50 only, or we can say whatever the value we get there, but it should be less than or equal to 50. So you can see here we need to print 1, 7, 13, and 19. So the gap of 6 means, see, first number is 1. Then when we add uh, 1 with 6, we'll get 7. Then again, the difference between all these numbers are 6. So we need to write this program. So let's say we'll check the initial value. What will be the initial value? The initial value is 1. So we don't want to change this. Now the condition is that we want to print all these numbers from 1 to 50 with a difference of 6. So we want to print from 1 to 50. So this condition is also uh, same as the last example, because we want to go till 50. And the third one is increment statement. Yeah, we are going in the forward direction, as you can see, 1, 7, 13, 90. But I plus plus is same as I plus 1. So we are every time at the end of the loop we are adding only 1 to the initial value, or we can say whatever the value is of variable I. But here we want to add 6 at the end of each and every iteration. So what we will do that, to get this output we need to change this value. Now what could be the value here? So you can write I equal to I plus 6. You can write this, or you can also write this I plus equal to 6. So I plus equal to 6 is same as I equal to I plus 6. So let us save this program and run. So you can see we got the output here: 1, 7, 13, 19, 25. All these numbers, there is a gap there is a difference between two numbers. The difference between two numbers is 6. So you can see here, and the numbers are printed till 49 only, because after 49 I plus 6 equal to that will go out of the range, that's 55. So at 55 the for loop will break. Now you can write here this also and check. So you can see we are getting output with I plus equal to 6 also. I have some exercise questions so you can solve it and understand how you can use the for loop in C program. So let us say first program is to write and print the numbers from 20 to 1 using for loop. So output should be like 20, 19, 18, 17 till 1. So here you should change all the three values, like the initial value is different than that we have done in the practical. Then the condition is also different because we are going in the backward direction. And of course the third one, increment or decrement statement, will also change because we are moving from 20 to 1, not 20 to 50. So instead of increment statement we need to write something that is like decrement. So these are the three things you should change all the three things in the for loop and write this program, and the output should be like this. All the numbers less than 1 will also be printed in this, because We have written here decrement statement, and this will go till the last integer max negative integer number. So all that values will be printed, but we want to print from 20 to 1 only. So we'll write this condition: I should be greater than equal to 1. So what happens here that, first the value, initial value is 20. So 20 is greater than equal to 1, sorry, greater than 1. So 20 is printed, then 19, 18, 18 is also greater than 1. And when it comes to 1, the 1 is equal to I is equal to 1. So this is also true, and the value 1 will be printed. Now after 1, the value will go to 0. I minus minus, so the value is 0 now. Now 0 is not greater than 1 or not equal to 1. So this condition will be false, and it will break out of the loop. So this is how you will write this first program. Now in the second program, we want to print the numbers from 30 to 1. So here we are printing 20 to 1. In this we will print 30 to 1, but with the difference of 3 numbers. So the program is same as this, as the first one, but we want the numbers in the difference of 3. So 30, 27, 24, 21. So all these pairs have the difference of 3. 30 minus 3 is 27, 24, 21. So the last statement, the initial value and condition will be decided according to this, but it would be almost similar to the first program, just the values will be changed, and the last increment or decrement statement will be changed because we want the difference of 3, not 1. In this it will decrement the value by 1, but we want to decrement that by 3. So you should write that logic here in the for loop, where we will write the increment or decrement statement. First, you should try this programs to write by yourself. If there is any difficulty, or you can say you are not able to understand, then you can refer that from the description section. I will give the program in the description section, so you can refer it from there. In next video, we are going to see about break and continue statement in C programming.